When I think back to my junior year at Lincoln High School in Chicago, all I remember is the sting of betrayal. I honestly believed Sarah Mitchell was my best friend, the person who would defend me, keep my secrets, and never turn against me. So when I finally confessed to her one October night that I liked Jason Miller, the captain of the basketball team, I thought she'd support me. I was nervous, sitting on my bed with the wind rattling the window, whispering, "Sarah, I think I like Jason." She smiled, promised she'd help me, even joked we could all go to the fall dance together. I trusted her completely. But in the weeks that followed, everything began to shift. Sarah suddenly joined the cheer squad, something she used to mock, and started hanging around Jason more than ever. I noticed how she laughed too loudly at his jokes, how she stood a little too close. Then came the whispers around school that Jason would never go for someone like me, that I was too shy, too quiet, too invisible. I didn't want to believe Sarah had anything to do with it, but deep down, I knew. The truth became harder to deny at a basketball game. I walked into the gym, and there she was in the front row, leaning toward Jason, her hand brushing against his. Me sans qu'elle said anything. I wasn't ready to admit what was happening. 2 weeks later, at the fall dance, I couldn't lie to myself anymore. The gym was decorated with silver balloons and blue streamers, the music thundering, and I walked in wearing the navy dress Sarah had helped me pick out. For a moment, I still hoped the night might be special. But then Jason walked in holding Sarah's hand. They smiled like a couple that wanted to be seen. And when Sarah's eyes met mine, there was no guilt, only triumph. Like she had won something she'd been after all along. The whispers around me grew louder. My chest felt heavy, and I sat alone by the bleachers while their laughter carried across the room. When Sarah finally came over, her voice dripping with fake innocence. "I didn't mean for this to happen, Emily. It just did." I stayed silent. Jason couldn't even look at me. In that silence, I felt everything I believed in collapse. But I also felt something else stirring inside me. The strength not to give her the satisfaction of seeing me break. I walked out into the cold November air, my tears mixing with the night breeze, but my chin held high. That was the moment I realized I had lost a friend and maybe a boy I thought I cared about. But I had gained something far more important. I had found myself. That night, I promised I would never let betrayal define me again. That I would choose honesty over appearances. And that I would never mistake someone's closeness for true loyalty. The scar of that night will always stay with me. But instead of a reminder of weakness, it's proof of survival. The night Sarah and Jason chose each other was the night I finally chose myself.